This episode of the We Like Shooting Show is brought to you by Second Call Defense, Swamp Fox Optics, Patriot Patch Co., Brownells Powers Group, Brownells, Black Rhino Concealment, and the Sonoran Desert Institute.
Wow. Welcome to the We Like Shooting Show, episode 376. Tonight we're going to talk about the Epic Shoot 2020, Toni's Rib, the RIAAL 9.0, and more. Our cast tonight is Savage 1R. He's drunk already. Machine Gun Moses, Aaron Krieger's here. Nick Lynch is back from rehab where Savage is going to go. Jerambe's dead. My name is Shawn Heron, and I want to welcome you all to the show.
Yeah. This episode is brought to you by Pabst Blue Ribbon Black Label, 6.5% alcohol by volume.
Actually,
shouldn't it be Black Label? Pabst Black Label?
I'm drinking
you said.
PBR as well. Savage.
Mm-hmm.
Not the Black Label. I've got the White Label.
Oh, because you're racist, Shawn.
I am not.
Once you go black.
Is the Black Label pretty good? I've never had it.
It's the same, but more.
Leave it to PBR to brag about an award they won, 160 years ago or something?
Right.
That one award.
Yeah.
What was it, like at a stock show?
It was a World's Fair, I think.
Some dude drunk as hell, just like, and the ribbon for the only beer that tastes the same way going out that it does going in. Pabst.
Can we get a sponsorship, please? Just saying.
Probably not after what I just said, but maybe. You never know. Aaron, how's it going, man?
Awesome. It's crazy here in Michigan. We've had some storms blow through. We've had our state shut down. Things are good here, man.
Actually, you said like half the state is without power, right?
Yeah, the bad half. The good half has it like my half.
I noticed today, so Jeremy's without power. It must have been some storms or he just farted too loud. I don't know what it was. But, and then I noticed that High Point was also without power.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, coincidence? I think not. Also, how shitty is Ohio that two places like a couple hours apart are both without power?
Yeah, I think they only have one power plant and it runs on, like I said, tires and meth.
Yeah, it must. It must. Do they burn the tires or do they burn the meth?
The employees burn the meth, but to power the place, they burn tires.
Oh, interesting. I bet if they just put a bunch of employees on bikes and let them smoke meth, that they would get a lot more power.
Can you imagine?
Just hook them up.
That's actually a great idea.
Yeah, hook them up to the grid.
Like hamsters.
That'd be amazing. I think, right?
Wasn't there a Black Mirror about that?
I don't know.
Where they had hamsters?
No, where they're all riding bikes.
I don't know.
Why the is Savage's camera so close to his face?
It always is.
What's your problem, man?
Like his camera's so close to his face, but his mic isn't.
Savage is so drunk before the show started. Now he's holding up signs and whatnot.
Yeah.
Aaron, you wouldn't say that to Savage's face.
Dude, I feel like his face is already in my room. It's so close to the camera.
I know.
Now, Kith.
Yeah. Anyway, at this point, I don't even know where we're at, so we'll just start here. Oh, yeah. Someone just mentioned that I'm repping the WLS Texas Mafia. Yeah, that would be true. I totally am. Aaron, you pick a company. Savage has to talk about them.
Oh, this shall be fun. I shall pick the Sonoran Desert Institute.
Okay, Savage, tell us a couple things about them. This is an ad read, by the way.
I work there sometimes.
Okay.
And they teach you about gun stuff, and you can do stuff with guns after you go there.
Okay, so it's like online gunsmithing school. That's what I got out of that.
What Shawn said.
Oh boy. Anyway, sdi.edu. Go check them out, and that is going to be the Sonoran Desert Institute. Let them know that we sent you.
Hey, Savage. Before we move on,
Yes.
Yeah. Can you stop the music?
No, I can't. Just stop talking.
Twice.
It just keeps going.
Don't talk over the music. Like I can't stop the music.
You should learn how to stop the music.
I can't.
If you're bored.
No, just stop talking. When the music plays,
scratch on.
You all shut the up.
No,
how about that?
You got to give us time to finish up these conversations that we're having.
Okay, after an ad read, there's no time. There's no conversation.
No,
there's music, and then you talk dumb.
So, Savage, what kind of classes can you glean from Sonoran Desert Institute?
Well, there's basic ballistics, 100, 200 level, shooting sports management, sights, optics, and accuracy, 1911. Whoa, God, look at that. I pulled out my thing here.
I'm sorry, I asked.
Customizing and woodworking. There's the AR and 1911. What the hell are they called? You can build with it.
For those that are
There's a ton of
listening,
classes.
Savage tried to stand up with his microphone, pulled it completely off the desk.
That's right.
Aaron,
Camera?
yeah. Can we all get an apology for what you just did?
Yeah, you know what? I feel really bad. I thought we could get some in-depth ad read there. Like some people can get some knowledge. Like, holy cow, you can learn how to build a 1911 and an AR-10, a muzzle loader. You can learn about ballistics. But no, what we got was just rambling.
I was just reading the book titles. That's all I was doing.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Thanks, Savage.
I can barely read at this level.
Can you guys actually hear the music or no?
Not really. I mean, barely. It's not very loud.
Okay, I just turned it up.
See, that's the thing. Is like we couldn't hear it, so we didn't realize it was going on.
Shut up, Ken.
Okay, so couple things. So we did move our cult group over to MeWe.
How's that going?
Pretty good, actually. Moved over most of the cult group. It's going well. Like we didn't want to move. Just Facebook is a piece of shit. Sorry, I don't know what to say.
Indeed.
They
we
took
should move over to Indeed.
No. we don't want to give anyone jobs. We don't want to make America great again.
Indeed is the worst, by the way.
Is it?
It really is. It's horrible.
I don't know. I've never been there.
It's not MeWe? It's not that much.
No, it says Indeed, dude.
Indeed.
Oh,
Keep up.
Indeed is a thing?
Yeah,
Indeed.com.
it's jobs.
It's a job searching site.
Oh.
Do you live in a shell?
Yes.
We can tell by his
You.
Oh boy, this is Savage's 171. I hope he dies.
This is Swan song. This is great.
So we moved over to MeWe. We still do
how's
stuff.
that going?
We still do stuff on Facebook, but our cult group, and I'm trying to move everything over there. We're going to start doing some gun giveaways on our main Facebook page on MeWe. And
wait, what? Our main Facebook page on MeWe?
I'm sorry, our main page on MeWe.
I'm so confused now.
Me too. Now I don't even know what I'm talking about. So you can go to MeWe and search for We Like Shooting, and you'll find that. We released a couple new patches today.
I saw those. The Hawaiian We Like Shooting patch.
Yeah, like the tropical We Like Shooting. So when you're sitting on the beach with your Molly and everything, what are you looking for?
They were just right here.
Molly. What are you thinking about, like, drugging people?
There you go.
No, like with your friend Molly.
Molle. Oh, it's upside down.
Does that mean we're in distress if it's upside down?
So it's a very tropical themed, white and red.
I like
hibiscus.
Hibiscus
I like
and
it
whatnot.
very much, actually.
You guys, Aaron, Savage, and Jeremy's all actually went in the mail today.
Oh, nice.
And then we've also got a glow-in-the-dark Cult Cthulhu patch.
That's amazing.
It's like the Skull and Crossbones, but it's Cthulhu and Crossbones.
It's probably too bright in here to actually get it to
I dig
glow,
our stickers,
but
though.
I can actually...
The
if I do that.
The sticker has a, what is that?
It's holographic.
Yeah, there you go. Like our sites.
Ooh, it's glowing.
How'd you do that,
Oh,
Nick?
yeah. Look,
With
he's
his
probably shining a
flashlight?
flashlight on it.
Yeah, he did.
Well done.
So the
Like
patches...
You just rub the flashlight over it. You have to make contact between the flashlight and the patch.
Yeah.
So
And then it
if
glows.
you're smart, listen, if you're smart, you put it on the back of your ballistic helmets, and when you're traveling with your team, they can actually see that glow in the dark so they know where you're at.
Or people could just shoot you in the back.
Don't wear it on the front right here.
And then it's got a tiny little WLS down in the corner so you know what's up.
I put mine on the headliner in my car so that I can find my car in the dark.
Ooh, good idea, actually.
Yeah.
Well,
What if you just knew what your car looked like?
you put it on the outside of the car, maybe, but inside the car?
I have facial blindness, but for cars.
Oh, okay.
The patch does look like hibiscus when you're looking at it. And it's our first embroidered patch. First one we've ever done.
And it looks neat.
When you
Yeah.
say embroidered?
Like, embroidered.
Stitching?
Yeah, like stitching. It's called embroidery.
Yeah, no, so they actually sewed it? It's a sewed patch. So
Yeah.
it's not like, it's not the rubber patch.
No, not PVC. It's all fabric.
Oh, that's so awesome.
It's all
Yeah.
thread.
First one that we've ever done.
Yeah.
That patch was sued.
What?
It was sued.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please don't sue us, but the patch was sued.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Wait. all my glow-in-the-dark patches are friction-powered too? I'm trying it right. Holy
What?
yeah, where I rubbed it, it's glowing brighter than the rest.
So who said there were friction?
Jeez, it just shot all over me. Okay, thank you, Aaron. Jesus. Aaron's like my Ed McMahon. Yeah.
Yeah.
I say some dumb and he's off.
Hey, who's the guy who's always with the tall dude with red hair? Conan. Who's Conan's guy?
Andy Richter.
Andy Milanakis.
Yeah.
Oh,
Andy Richter.
I thought you said Conan. I was like,
What?
Oh boy.
so like Conan the Barbarian?
So what you're telling me is that I should probably read up on the news while you guys talk, because Savage is going to be like throwing up.
Oh my
What
God.
about the mighty Boss Tones hype man? What's his name?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm trying to Google it, but my computer is so slow.
Just check our MeWe, our Parler, our Facebook, our Instagram. They've all got links to the patches. If you would like to get those, I don't care if you do. I just got back. I'll talk about that in a minute, and then I literally have to leave like Thursday morning, bright and early, to go to Texas again.
Holy yes.
Yeah, 2 medical classes. So
Awesome.
I'm doing some classes and some shooting at the Texas Gun Experience.
I am so sorry that you have to go to Texas.
I actually really like Texas.
So when you say the Texas Gun Experience, is it like they have Texas guns there?
It is a what do they call those places? A Guntree Club. It's like amazing place, like tons of machine gun rentals, awesome indoor range in Grapevine, Texas. And if you are interested in the medical classes, I think there's a couple spots open on Sunday, and you can go to TexasGunExperience.com and find out more about that. But yeah, Saturday and Sunday. Friday, we're going to be shooting machine guns all day. And yeah, that should be a really good time.
Wait, are you driving or flying?
Driving.
How long of a drive is that?
Do you have more room? Do you need an extra driver?
Probably.
Why don't you guys take the bus?
Because we would have to go north to get the bus, and then we would have to go back south.
Just know I'm a very loud, angry.
Oh, I know.
Oh yeah, you do.
I mean, we live
So
together.
we share a bed, Sean.
we travel. Someone just
It's not
made
saving money. There's a reason for it.
Someone just made a Beastmaster joke in the chat, and I need to stop the show for a second while we do this. ADV Aaron said, "Wait, with Conan, is it Kodo and Podo?" And if you remember from the Beastmaster, Kodo and Podo were the little ferrets that he had.
Oh my God, what a reference.
Yeah, right? I saw that and had to like totally stop.
Slow clap.
Thank you.
Oh, clap.
So is there crack in that, Savage? Or?
Why did you only drink one?
I can put some crack in there. This is the
Yeah,
second
bet you can't just drink one.
Remember the time Savage had 2 beers and was blackout drunk?
Oh, he just said it was 2.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, that med class is going to be fun. I know Skinny Medic's got a class this weekend as well in his neck of the woods, like I think at Red Hill Range. It's I guess times are changing. I don't know. It's interesting times to be alive.
That's what we all want to live in, right?
Yeah. And the patches have free shipping. Someone said how much. I actually don't remember. You have to go to the website to check it out.
Should we do another ad read, Sean?
No, not yet.
I feel like this
14 minutes in, Sean. 14 minutes and 12 seconds.
Okay, first of all, for the first time ever, you guys are paying attention to this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, would you rather it's just continuously not?
No, I'm actually kind of into it.
But when we do it, you bring us down. I mean, it's like we don't want to now.
No,
like,
I'm kind of.
Listen, you guys are pieces of for paying attention, but you want us to. No, you, I do.
I'm kind of into it. I'm kind of into it for once. But yeah, so are you guys going to take any training recently? I was actually just talking to Robert at Kenaz because I really want to take some training, but ammo's kind of hard to come by.
Yeah, there's 2 things holding me back from doing any training right now. A, ammo, and B, all of Michigan shut down, so we really can't be in groups of people.
Yeah, same with Washington State. As of today, we are shut down officially.
What's our wait, you're shut down. Like what's shut down, Savage?
Anything that's non-essential. And again, all the toilet paper and paper towels are sold out in Costco.
Wow.
So we saw this coming, so we actually stocked up on toilet paper, and we're good there. But it's funny because we had some tells that it was coming down the pipe. But anyhow, they shut down all the high schools, all the universities, all indoor dining facilities. And they asked if you're going to gather with another family for the holidays, just make sure it's one family and not a bunch of families, and be very cautious of COVID. So they're projecting if what we're doing right now, if it continues, we're going to start seeing 1,000 deaths a week related to COVID. The hospitals are really starting to fill out here. But that's just Jesus Christ, Savage.
I don't.
Savage, don't drink all of our beer.
So let's see. In safer.
It's only going to last 3 weeks. I'm sorry. It's only going to be down. It's only shut down for 3 weeks, and then they'll reassess to see if they need to continue it.
Do you remember?
All better.
Do you remember at the beginning of all this when they were like, "We just need 2 weeks to flatten the curve"?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. That went well.
Well, the idea is, here's the problem: is nobody listens. If everyone wore a mask, I think that would make a big difference. That's just me personally. That's if me and some scientists believe that if you wear a mask, it will help protect you and everyone else around you. That's basically, I look at that's why we carry a gun, to protect ourselves. Why not wear a mask?
We know how you feel.
Yeah. Cloth masks don't make that big of a difference. Other masks do. Cloth masks don't.
So we are level 2 here, which I don't really even know what that means.
That means there's like a hood or like a button that you have to push to get the gun out of the holster.
No,
it's like retention, double retention.
When you try to
super secret probation.
When you try to click on it, it just gives you an error and sends you to the Spanish version of the website.
See,
I don't even know exactly what it is. I know El Paso County 2 we're in like something, but I don't know.
I honestly don't care. Like I don't like go out that much. I guess I'm a really boring person, and when I do, so far nothing has stopped me from doing anything that I've gone to do. I just look at the sign on the door, I guess, and
yeah. So we're at level 3 high risk. I guess why is it so hard to find like what the specific details of this are? Guidance? I don't know. Well, I looked for a minute, couldn't find it. Sorry, you, Jared Polis.
Who's Jared Polis?
Our governor.
Elect or governor?
Governor. Yeah, our governor. So anyway, yeah, I don't know. It's going to make Thanksgiving interesting, but I just really don't think anyone's really going to follow it. They're just going to do what they're going to do.
And I think that's the problem. Then they're going to have to do it again and again until people follow it.
Do you think that they're going to give you a reward for just like?
I think being healthy is a good reward.
Well, you know that it has a 99 point whatever survival rate, right?
Currently.
Oh, so it's going to get worse?
It could.
Because Moderna and Pfizer both have vaccines that are over 95% effective.
It's at 95% now? It was 90 earlier this week.
Maybe Pfizer's 90, but Moderna is 95% effective.
95% effective. Holy shit, that's amazing. Science.
That doesn't mean that they're going to be like that in the real world. That's just in the testing, and now they've extended to more human testing throughout different places to kind of see how that goes. But yeah.
That's great but it's not here yet. It's not being mass produced and rolled out to the public.
Yeah, we know how you feel. I just they're not going to give you a reward for like following the rules,
right? They never do though, do they?
And for
every reward for following the rules,
and for every person like you that wants to like follow the rules and do whatever they say, there's thousands of people that don't give a and don't even know what don't even know what COVID is, or don't pay any attention and don't do anything else. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to do the right thing, and people could do what they want to do.
How about you rephrase that? You're going to do the right thing as you see.
No, just do the right thing.
That says that
that's
what you say is the right
movie,
thing,
right?
Yeah, it is a Spike Lee movie. Yeah, do the right thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wait, Aaron, did you just say do the white thing? That's super racist, dude. You can't say stuff like that.
Anyway,
I didn't.
Nick, what do you think?
I don't think.
Perfect. Yeah, I think that it's going to be an interesting Thanksgiving because we're going to do whatever we want to do. I really don't care.
Right. I mean, people are. So
yeah, they all are.
Yeah. I mean, that's society. People do what they want to do for the most part. It's not a collective benefit for everyone if it doesn't benefit yourself.
Are you going to take the vaccine the moment it's available?
No, dude, I'm not going to take the vaccine until maybe next year because, dude, I don't want it. What if it has side effects where I become a zombie or my shrivel up? I don't know. I'm scared. I'll probably let a bunch of people test that shit out before me, and if everyone's like, I'm fine, I just have an extra arm appendage growing out of me, which might be cool.
What do you think about like if they relax restrictions and things for people who take the vaccine, but they're still very restrictive on people who choose not to?
I don't know. Personally, I think if you're, that's the thing too, is they don't know how long how long your immunity is going to last for. They still it's all in the trial phase. Like they could give it to you. Suddenly you're immune, right? You're vaccinated. You don't get it, but it only stays in your system for a month. Then you're f***ed again. It's not submitting to tyranny.
Yeah. We'll have to agree to disagree on that.
No, I don't. What is dude? You guys have no idea what tyranny is. If you think, asking someone to wear a mask is tyrannical, that's not okay. It's
not asking in some cases.
No, it's not.
It doesn't
asking
matter.
at all.
It's not tyrannical.
Okay.
Seriously,
we know how you feel. You don't need to explain it anymore.
It's ridiculous that people like get into like.
We disagree with you. You don't have to explain it anymore. We get it. We know how you feel.
Okay, that's great. Then why are we still talking about it?
I just put up a comment on the screen, and you went off again.
Right, because like it was a comment saying, it's tyrannical that people are forced to wear masks. It's not.
What's the movie where the guy that plays Wolverine has the on his chin? Hugh Jackman.
Yeah,
he's like on the date and he's got the.
I have no idea.
What?
You guys know that movie, right?
No. No idea. So I noticed that Colorado's background checks are back over 3 days. 4,336 background checks in queue at the Colorado Bureau of Investigation. So, I mean, rest in peace, gun availability and ammo availability again.
Has it come back? I mean,
no.
Right, so, I mean, like, rest in peace continuously.
Well, clearly there's some guns back in the system because we haven't been this high in quite a while. It's over 4,300 background checks in queue. So that's at very minimum 4,336. But most of those a bunch of those could have multiple firearms on them. So I saw somewhere, I think maybe Patton posted something about it, that Vista Outdoors had over $1 billion in back-ordered ammo, or $1 billion in back orders for ammo. I guess.
I believe it.
Dude, like, seriously, I've been doubling down on products that are like dry fire practice or just stuff like that, like laser, CO2. I've got multiple different laser targets on the way, and we're going to do a bunch of content on that because holy shit, it's gotten absolutely even more insane when I didn't think that it could. I saw 16 cents a round for 22.
What?
Yeah.
Holy
percent.
Do you still have that bucket of bullets of 22?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Dude, you could start your own market up on that.
I know. When really all I'm going to do is shoot it through my machine gun.
Right. Because that's all you can do at this point.
I know,
mean, geez, oh, Pete's, man.
You think it's
seriously?
I know we've talked about it before, but God, like, I don't think it's going to be better next year. I think it's going to be another. Yeah, I think it's going to be another year minimum. And I was looking at my distributors today. There's no guns out there. Yeah. Minimum.
I bet JCAA is kicking themselves right now.
Wow. Dude, he made the best ever.
He did.
Way to kick somebody when they're down.
Yeah.
He's all right. He's on a date right now.
He's doing fine. He got paid. He's out of there.
I don't know. I think that Aaron's going to end up in a black site somewhere.
Well, that's racist, dude. Why don't you say? Why don't you just come on and say Aaron's going to end up in Detroit?
Let's see. You can't follow science, then go off on anti-vaxxer stuff when asked about the vaccine, says Trevor.
No, I can because I don't. It's untested and untrue. I mean, it's like you can't say.
Yeah. No, it is tested. They specifically have been testing,
but they don't know. I mean, yeah, it's going to be rolled out, but they don't know how long it's going to last. There's all these things that they don't know. So that's to me.
Well, nobody knows how long any vaccine is going to last. I mean, it generally changes every year, so they adjust it based on the year.
Right, but you become vaccinated. I mean, are you vaccinated from?
Flu? Yes.
No, I was going to say, don't we get vaccinations for what's that lockjaw? Where do you get lockjaw from?
Tetanus.
Tetanus.
Yes, tetanus. Every 6 years, so we know how long that lasts for.
Yeah, but the flu is the normal flu is a fast mutating virus. They don't know specifically what the mutating.
Right. This again. This isn't the flu though. This
But
is
he's talking
else.
about the Wu flu.
Okay, enough.
I know.
Enough.
Well, no, well,
Enough. Enough. I don't want to talk about COVID anymore.
We're not talking. We're talking about vaccines.
I know. Enough. This is a gun show.
So
Let's talk
one
about
time,
guns.
when I was a kid, I stepped on a nail.
You got lockjaw.
No, and I went home, told my dad, and he was like, "Oh man, now we're gonna have to take you to get a tetanus shot." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And he's like, "What they do is they're gonna have to find the hole on your foot where the he was like, and then they're gonna have to put the needle in there, and then the needle gets bigger and bigger slowly until it starts to stretch the hole out, and then pretty soon it'll leave this big hole about the size of my finger in your foot."
Oh Jesus!
And like,
Christ.
I'm like 7 or something, so up to that point I'm okay, and then I start just bawling my eyes out because that sounds horrifying.
Yeah.
And my mom comes in.
It sounds horrifying.
Yeah, my mom comes in. She's like, "What did you do?" And my dad's like, "I thought he would laugh. I thought it'd make it better."
Dude,
I still don't know like why he thought that would make me laugh, but
Your dad is a super troll.
I've had to get steroid shots in my foot before from hockey skates, like closing off the freaking nerve pathway, the nerve tunnel or whatever. And they literally stick that needle in the bottom of your foot, and you can see it poking up into the skin on the top of your foot, almost an inch up, and it doesn't pop through. It's just like this thing just poking through the top of your foot.
why don't they just poke you in the top of the foot?
They do both directions.
Why do they have to go all the way through?
Dude, it was actually one of the most terrible things ever. Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah, for my psoriasis on my head, dude, I got like 50 shots. They just like zap, like all over, like just keep zapping your scalp with this, just it was a steroid stuff to get rid of the
Yeah, that's why I shaved my head, man. I don't have to deal with that.
and hair.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, you shaved your head because of psoriasis or because you have bad genes?
Yes.
Okay.
Isn't that like the same thing?
I think I have adult onset psoriasis.
Is that a thing?
I don't know. I'm not going to Google it.
I think it's cirrhosis.
Because WebMD will just tell me that I have
cancer.
No. What's the house? God. The TV show House. What does everybody have?
Oh, it's never lupus.
Lupus.
Yeah,
Lupus.
Yeah, lupus. Everybody's got lupus.
No, nobody. It's never lupus.
And I don't want to have lupus. So, yeah.
Like, isn't that the kid from Full House?
Someone just said, why is rest in peace Jeremy scrolling through?
because he died.
His power's out. So we just assume he's dead.
Yeah, his power went out and his life support failed.
Exactly. Now, guys, now it's time. Aaron, pick a company.
Oh, this is my favorite part of the show. And it will be Second Call Defense.
Savage, tell us things.
Second call defense is the legal protection you need if you don't live in Washington State or California or New York, I believe, because they are the company that is going to come to your rescue if you get into a dangerous situation where you are forced to pull your firearm and engage in self-defense.
Yes. So it's like insurance if you get in trouble, if you use your firearm.
I would call it a retainer. You're keeping them on retainer.
Well, yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. They're not actually the attorneys, but they find the attorneys. They pay for the attorneys. They pay for the bail. They do all those things. Savage, do you have $25,000 sitting around right now?
Maybe in beer cans.
$25,000. That'd be nice to have $25,000.
It would be.
We know you have Sean Heron money, but Jesus Christ.
Oh, dude, I don't have $25,000. I don't have anywhere close to $25,000.
You guys are poors.
Yeah,
I have $25,000.
but that's pretty much what it costs.
in The Sims.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I have 25,000 of the cheapest cryptocurrency, which is really only worth about 11 cents.
Actually, Jeremy's getting pretty close to $25,000 in Bitcoin.
I have 25,000 yen.
That's great. But yeah, so they basically cover you and make sure you have attorneys. If you go to trial, they cover the attorneys for that, damages, things like that. Just go check them out. WeLikeShooting.com/SCD. Stop clicking.
Oh, sorry.
WeLikeShooting.com/SCD. You get a free shirt and a free month just for trying it out. And honestly, like, it is the craziest time probably of my life. And yeah, I definitely need self-defense insurance just because who knows like what's going to happen. Who knows what's going to occur that you don't
Zombies
expect.
from the vaccine.
Dude, it could be. You absolutely, without question, could be. Okay. We're going to talk about some gear chat. First off, Aaron, why don't you start?
All right, guys. Tonight I want to tell you all about Toni's rib. Now, Toni's rib is not like Adam's rib, which she gave to make Eve. No, Toni's rib is a sight that you hook up to your guardrail. That is it's a sight. I mean, I don't know how to describe it. Your handguard. Excuse me.
I was like, what the f***'s a guardrail?
You know, it's the thing. It's on the side of the road that keeps you from going over cliffs. Well, this is this is on your rail guard. See, I'm going to do it again. Guardrail.
Your hand guard.
Your hand guard.
Hand guard.
Dude, I don't know. How would you physically describe this without anyone being able to see it?
So, okay, first of all, they have two different fiber sizes.
Right, for close range and long range.
They look to be about like 12 to 14 inches long, something like that.
It looks like windshield wipers were put on top. Do they have the shape of a windshield wiper?
They really do. That's actually the best explanation I've heard. They've got different size fiber optics. One's 1 millimeter, one's 1.5. Yeah. The 1.0 fiber is for long range shooting because it's smaller, so it's going to obscure less of your target. The 1.5 millimeter fiber is for short range shooting, so you basically put it just on there. It's like 45-degree offset, but why are they just so long?
Right. I hate them. I absolutely hate these things. I don't own them. I'm just looking at them, and I hate them because they are so long. Well, 45 offsets seem to be so much more practical. Yeah. It just seems like you could do so much better.
And they're like pistol sights. They've got 2 dots in the back and 1 in the front.
Mm-hmm.
And the comments are pretty funny. But so, you know, like I try to give things a chance. I just don't know why you would want this.
Yeah.
It's got like a super high height over bore. Like it's kind of crazy there. I don't.
Yeah, and people are. I see someone say props for innovation. Nope, no props for that innovation. Just because someone can make something doesn't make it innovative. Sometimes it's just stupid.
Let me read some comments. I bet anything that Tony System uses Uncle Mike holsters and thinks Serpa is a great design. Oh boy, that's terrible. I don't know. Yeah, I don't want one. I don't like it. I will try it. Like I would try it just to see, because I don't want to judge it before I've actually seen it. But I can't think of a situation where I look at this and I'm like, yes, this solves a problem.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think. Like if you had it going off on either side, it'd look cool.
Dude, Ramator said I want that beer can handle on the right. There was like a handle that goes on a beer can. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. I definitely. Oh, I bet I could 3D print one of those.
The sights or the beer handle?
The beer handle. Actually, probably 3D print the sights too.
Yeah, those. I mean, seriously, like I understand what they're for, but there's so much more. How does it show you how much it costs? I'm sorry, I should probably have looked that up.
I think I had it up, but
yeah,
I closed it just out of anger.
Okay, so here's the thing. It's 165 euros, which is like $200, I think, is the conversion rate.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Because euros are worth more than dollars right now. So, yeah, it's over $165 for these things. Are you kidding me?
I'm just trying to think. Like, okay, I'm trying to think. Maybe they can't get optics over there, or maybe like optics are a feature that makes it. You know what? Never mind. I give up.
Yeah,
I really don't.
So they're
know.
available. They're made in Italy, and you're available in England. I'm sure we could order some for the U.S. obviously, but 165 euros. And I'm not even going to look that up. I don't even care what the conversion rate is.
Yeah,
because if it was $165, I would still not buy this thing. If it was $16.50, I would consider it because that's how much my windshield wipers cost. Because that's what it looks like.
Yeah, I don't know, man. They are definitely interesting. Well, I guess since Savage is puking and Nick's pooping, that I'll just talk about my thing now.
All right, because I have so many questions.
Okay, cool. So I went to an event, the first event that we've gone to since SHOT Show this year. Normally we would have been to, 7 or 8 by now?
By now, at least.
Yeah, we would have been to 7 or 8. So I went to the Big Daddy Unlimited Epic Shoot 2020.
Okay, starting there, was it an epic shoot, Shawn?
It was pretty epic, yeah. It was actually, I did have a great amount of fun.
Can we say it was the best shoot of 2020 so far?
No, because SHOT Show was fun.
Oh, was that?
What?
Yeah.
SHOT Show.
Well, I mean, I do hate SHOT Show, but SHOT Show was fun, so I wouldn't say it was the best shoot of 2020.
Okay.
So flew out to
hang on 1 second. So Savage understands. SHOT Show is in January, sir. So last January, SHOT Show happened this year.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So I flew out to Savannah, Georgia. Flew out early Thursday morning, and by early I mean I got up at 4 in, and
I gave you a wake up call.
Yeah, you did. I was in the car riding. Angel was driving. But yeah, so got up, flew. It was the first time I've flown since January, which normally now I've had 10 to 15 flights, something like that. Got there, got picked up by the people from Leviathan. And just to be clear, we don't have a relationship with Leviathan in any way. We're not on their tribe list. We're not one of any of their influencers. We just don't work with Leviathan. But we know we have some friends there, that work there. And, so while we are not associated with them in any way, we have friends that work there and we love those dudes. So got a ride. I rode with Donut Operator, in the car and just chatted the whole way.
Did he have donuts?
No, actually, it was very
what fucking jip.
Yeah, I know, and he didn't even look like he ate donuts, which was the second.
That's like just a car full of lies. It sounds like to me.
It was. It was ridiculous. So anyway, we got to the thing, and they were having a big party. I walked to the bar. So it was a big room, big party, tons of people. So I walked to the bar. I ordered a triple whiskey, and they just filled a glass full of whiskey, bigger than a solo cup full of whiskey. So,
and how many cherries?
They forgot the cherries the first time, and honestly, I was just trying not to be around that many people. So I walked back, hung out with some buddies, just at the very entry area, not in the big room full of people, and drank one of those, and then I went and got another one and drank one of those, and then I went and got another one and drank that one as well. And then finally it was time. That was all over. And we went to the hotel. Got to the hotel. Skinny Medic was waiting for me in the lobby because I didn't tell him I was going. And he was very angry about this. So we all hung out in the lobby of the hotel for a little while. Then I got to bed at, 1 o'clock or some crazy nonsense. Then I got up at 5:30, which is 3:30 by my body clock, and went to the Epic Shoot. So got there, got signed in. And it was pretty awesome. It was like most of the other stuff that we go to. There was actually a ton of companies there and a ton of, they call them influencers. If you know anything about us, I hate that term. I don't believe that we're influencers. I believe that we're content creators. I believe that we're entertainers. I believe that we're comedians sometimes. But I don't really think of us as influencers. And I kind of don't like that term. But there was a bunch of those people there, and
what do you mean by those people?
A bunch of influencers. I literally just spent 5 minutes explaining it.
Oh, well, how would you describe us?
Would you like internet? Does that work?
Yeah, that is kind of what we are.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, we generate content, and it was a stark difference. I am shocked. There was a bunch of our buddies there that are content creators and stuff like that. But the influencers, it's like a different breed of gun content. And it was interesting because instead of filming stuff and recording stuff for videos and reviews and stuff like that, it was a quick one-hit selfie and then posting it on social
media. They're all
media.
Instagram or just quickies.
Yeah, and I'm not like casting any aspersions. Like it's a different thing from what we do, and it was just a new and interesting crowd. Met a bunch of people, saw a bunch of guns, and I tried to go around and I visited every single booth that they had there, which was a lot. Like I walked around pretty much for 12 hours straight, just looking at all the stuff, because I was like, these companies, like they paid a lot of money to be here, and I thought they deserved to at least go check out what they had to offer. Some of it wasn't necessarily interesting to me, but definitely checked it out. So it was a lot of fun there. I got to talk to the Safe Life Defense guys about body armor, and we're going to have them on the show very soon. I don't really think that I'm allowed to talk specifically about stuff, but it really heavily influenced me on the whole NIJ standard. And I think that they'll have some pretty interesting news very soon. I'm not going to say anything more than that, but I really like those guys. They were a lot of fun. Hung out with them, the Mira safety, like gas masks and protective gear. He's actually on the show next week. That was a lot of fun. I got to see our buddies from Polymer 80, Stern Defense.
Love Polymer 80.
Yeah, we hung out a lot the whole time we were there. Let's see, what does this say? I'm just looking at the chat real quick. Did you hang out with Tactical Carl? Nope.
Who's Tactical Carl?
I actually don't know, dang it. Now I feel like I missed out. You're not typical influences, but you definitely influence Aaron, you got to mute when you do that, man. It's so loud.
I didn't do anything.
You're vaping.
You're inhaling like for 5 seconds,
and it causes an electrical.
I don't know what you're talking about. It wasn't me.
It causes an electrical interference. You got
it. It wasn't me. I'm telling you.
I was watching you do it. So anyway,
don't be a liar.
Geometrics.
We get it. You vape.
Is this one of those nights where you're not going to be happy until I lose my on you?
Why are you? It seems like you just want to lose your on me.
I really don't.
Well, every time I talk, you get angry.
I know. Geometric said you're not the typical influencers, but you definitely influence consumer choices. That may be true. The difference is that you guys put out good stuff. Influence is not a thing you can call yourself. Like influence is a thing that you have because your audience grants it to you, right? Like people who go around, they're like, "Ooh, I'm an influencer." Well, no, you're a piece of shit. Off. Like people,
it is a noun.
People, I hate that term. Like influence is something that's granted by your audience. It's not something that you can just declare that you are. It's like, I declare influencer. Like that's not how it works. Like
but you do become an influencer. Like that is a title that is granted by people.
Here's what you are: a salesperson. That's what you are.
Yeah. And look, we have ads on our show, 100%. And we talk about the things, but we talk about our experiences. We're very selective in who we take money from. We only take money from companies that we know, trust, and love, and like absolutely use their stuff. So I don't know. I thought that was an interesting thing, and it was a new crowd. Like our buddies like Johnny and Brandon Herrera and Skinny Medic and Mrs. Skinny Medic, like all those people were there. Joe Acebo says, "How about podcast?" That's fine. I like that actually.
Yes.
We can grab them.
Yeah,
dude, that's a shirt right there.
Exactly. So anyway. Shot a ton of machine guns. I got to shoot the AP5 from Century Arms, which is now being imported by Century Arms. That should be here soon, like in the U.S. soon. But I was actually just talking to him today, just getting pricing and availability and when we can get one, because we need that for reasons to get in to review. And then I wonder, do you think that the MP5 binary trigger from Franklin Armory will fit in that?
It should.
Oh, boy.
I would bet money that it would if they're doing MP5 clones.
Yeah. So that'll be pretty freaking epic. So, yeah, we'll have that going on. And really just it was nice to get back out there and like to go shoot the guns that we talk about all the time. And it was kind of awesome. Aaron, you said you had a ton of questions. What do you got?
I just want to know if it was an epic shoot. That was like the ton of it.
Yeah.
Did Johnny bring a feather boa?
No,
he doesn't do that anymore.
He doesn't do that anymore.
Why not? It was amazing.
Yeah, I think it was a shtick he didn't like.
Of course, it was just stick, but
yeah, but he didn't like it. Yeah,
right. So I think it's really cool that you were able to go. I told you that off air. I think it was awesome that you got to go to an event because there's been so much lacking in that area right now.
Yeah. A couple things, like there was no real new products. Oh, Nick. Okay. I've been waiting to tell you this the entire time. So I went and I talked to the people from Diamondback who make that 5.7 pistol.
The DBX.
Yeah. I don't remember what it's called, but that 5.7 Diamondback like thing.
Yeah.
Guess what it has?
What?
Last round bolt hold open.
Yeah. I know.
Oh, I mean, you can lock the bolt back now.
Yeah. They added that a while back.
Oh, I forgot about it. Anyway, I was pretty excited about it. I shot it again, and it was actually even cooler than I remembered.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, 5.7 is near unavailable, but
Unobtainium.
yeah, it is.
That gun is unobtainium.
I shot the Bruno.
I would like to shoot that.
They have the new polymer version. Mm-hmm. All right, so first of all,
interests me less.
First of all,
it interests me more because it costs less.
Yeah, the steel version is $7,500.
What?
Don't be a poor.
Call sign Alley Cat says it's a rebranded Zenith. Yes, it is 100% the exact same gun.
No, it's not a rebranded Zenith. It's a MKE probably. Zenith is an importer.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah,
they import MKE stuff from Turkey.
It is the same gun that they were importing previously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Turkish brand that's imported.
The first thing I said when I walked up, I was like, "Is this the Zenith?" And he's like, "Not anymore. It's the Century Arms." And I was like, "Okay, perfect."
Poor Zenith.
So the fucking Bruno. Okay, first of all, those guns, like I've heard people say that's like a spicy 45, and they're fucking liars. Like it is not a spicy 45. It's got a heavier recoil than 10 mil. It recoils a lot. I am not averse to recoil. It's just fine. I just think that people who say that are just trying to make it seem like less recoil than it is. It's a ton of recoil. And
it's spicy, bro.
That round is kind of crazy. The first thing he said is he's telling me all the facts when I walked up. I just was like, "Hey, can I shoot the gun?" And he's like, "Yeah, first let me tell you 4,000 facts." And I was like, "All right, that's cool." And then he told me all the facts, and he's like telling me the velocity, which is over 2,000 feet per second with a 90 grain projectile. And I was like, "Oh, cool. So it defeats armor." And he's like, well, we don't really talk about that, but yeah.
So basically, it's a very expensive 22 TCM that Rock Island Armory makes.
Well, with a way heavier projectile and way more recoil, and yeah. The Bruno versus a 454 Casull, which is worse, says Josh. 454 Casull has a heavier recoil. It feels heavier. I mean, the FK BRNO, like I emptied a couple mags as fast as I could, which there wasn't anyone standing there, so I didn't feel bad about it. Just to see how fast I could get back on target, and it takes a bit. Like it took a little bit of effort to get there. Let's see what else. I shot some CGS group suppressors, which are actually pretty cool, and they had a hearing safe 50 BMG suppressor. The best part about it, it was on a 50 BMG rifle, but their range was only 15 feet long. So you would shoot it, and then it would rain down dirt from the berm.
Like for 15 seconds, right?
About 5 seconds. I think.
About an hour, there'd be just dirt coming from. It was like rain. It was like a chance of meatballs.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. So that was pretty cool. But they had some cool stuff. Talked to them for a while, and they actually Inconel 3D print a lot of their stuff.
Really,
including I believe that 50 BMG can.
Interesting.
Wow.
Yeah. So talked to I actually went there a couple times. And talked to the engineer for, I don't know, about 15 minutes the second time, just talking about some of the design choices and just talking about like how 3D printing a lot of that stuff is, it allows him to do things that he couldn't ever do before, which is actually pretty cool. I don't know. We'll have one of them on the show. I'm not sure who's going to come on, but either way, it'll be cool. Let's see. I'm trying to think who else I saw. There was companies that, there was some little discs. Phoenix, they make binary target discs. They're like real tiny, and you just tape them onto targets and things like that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, at the Polymer 80 booth, we taped quite a few of them together, and it really was extremely aggressive explosion.
Did you tape them to people and then slap them?
No, I think it needs to be a much higher velocity than that.
Slap them hard.
Oh, I wonder if you put it on somebody's bumper and then they hit somebody.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
We had some trouble getting them to go off down at the Stern Defense in Polymer 80, and now I literally just realized why. Because doesn't binary take like 1,700 feet per second?
I don't know. It's what the velocity is, but yeah.
Something like that. And everything down there was 9mm and 45. That's why it didn't go off.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Unless you get that 22 stuff that's meant for a low velocity.
Yeah, it depends on the mixture.
Aaron, do you remember the remote control target thing that you drive around and it had like a rubber dummy style target on the top of it?
I remember.
Yeah. I hated the guy who makes it.
I know. I think they were there.
Those things are awesome, though.
It's a cool concept, but I hate the guy so much.
Yeah.
And he told people we were buddies, and it made it even worse.
Yeah, I saw that. Saw that there. Let's see. Gosh, I don't know. Hung out with Johnny a lot. Literally a bunch of different times. Hung out with Brandon quite a bit.
How does his hair smell like?
Hung out with Skinny Medic like the entire time. He was just like following me around everywhere I went.
I know all the pictures he posted. I'm like, is that your dad? To Skinny Medic.
Oh yeah. Actually, dude, I always make sure that I hang out with Skinny Medic because if I get like hurt or something, I need the best that there is.
Or if you forget your insulin, he's got like Skittles
Something,
or whatever.
right? Yeah,
Right.
Anything.
He's got your Propecia and your Valdrex or Valtrex.
Is that herpes medicine?
I think so.
Okay.
Look at his go bag. He's like, oh, I got a whole bunch of this Valtrex here. Take.
Actually, I'm going to say right now that mostly it's just to hang out with Mrs. Skinny Medic because she is very organized and like keeps us from being idiots and missing things. So that's kind of the bonus.
And he's in the chat now.
Stern Defense actually hung out. They were in the bay or the booth with Polymer so got to hang out with them. We shot a ton of their ammo, and I don't really feel bad because then they bought us a very expensive dinner.
Nice.
Oh, I don't feel bad for shooting their ammo all day because they bought us expensive dinner. I think you went on both fronts there, buddy.
I know, it was actually pretty cool. No, had fun with that. There's something to be said about full auto 45 ACP. It's kind of my favorite thing. It really is. Shot that a bunch.
I saw you two, you and Skinny Medic comparing each other's bodies.
We were comparing guns.
You were like, he's like, you're like a 45, and he's like, I'm like a 9mm. Yep. And you're like, let's shoot each other.
Let's be honest. He's like a 22. Skinny Medic.
Okay, calm the hell down. He is more like dad bod medic now.
Yeah. What caliber would that be? Like 38?
40.
Yeah, it would be 40. Definitely.
No, I have not creeped on Mrs. Skinny Medic lately.
The range there was absolutely beautiful. Flew the drone around a bunch. I actually chased Dave Jr. from Polymer 80. Literally just chased him around with the drone. Like he's running and I'm like just chasing with the drone. That was kind of fun.
Oh.
It was a great event, man. It was. I was really impressed with how organized they were. Like, holy.
I heard there was just pallets of ammo everywhere.
There was so much ammo. I was like, well, now I know where it all is.
Right?
Nowhere
around me.
How were they able to do that?
Okay, normally when you go to these events, you shoot like 100 rounds. I swear to God, I shot 1,000 rounds yesterday or Saturday or Friday.
Show off.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Way to be a.
It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. But then so then they had a big dinner there, and we kind of avoided like the big huge crowd. And we all went out to dinner. We went with like Stern and Polymer 80 and Johnny and Mr. and Mrs. Skinny Medic. And oh God, I'm missing somebody I know. The whole gang from Polymer 80. Anyway, we had a good dinner, and then the next morning, Mr. and Mrs. Skinny Medic took me to the airport, and I flew home, and that was kind of the Epic Shoot 2020. Thanks to Big Daddy Unlimited for putting that on. It was actually kind of cool because everything else has been canceled this year. And was it a super spreader event? I don't know. We'll find out. Aaron, do you think a lot of people there were wearing masks?
I'm pretty positive that no one there was wearing a mask.
It's funny. I saw somebody, Tundra, commenting today. Someone was like, I don't see any masks. And he's like, oh, no, this is outside the hotel. And I wore a mask anytime that I was around people. I was like, you liar. You didn't wear a mask once. I never saw you in a mask. And
I mean, honestly, I would prefer not to wear one. But if I'm around people indoors, I'm going to wear one.
I would wear a mask, but nothing else.
Ooh,
there you go.
Where?
Dustin Hubbard, Shawn is a 4570. They're still comparing us to cartridges. He said Shawn's a 4570 because he claims to be 45 but looks 70. Siegel
I
SB.
might actually hang out with Dustin next weekend.
Nice.
Yeah.
That could be a show title right there. 4570.
Siegel SB, that is pretty good. Hold on, let me write that down. Siegel SB says, so what's your opinion of Big Daddy Unlimited better now? I think that they're cool guys. I still don't care about the service very much.
Yeah, what do they offer?
So basically,
it's like a Costco membership is what I keep hearing.
Kind of, yeah. It's like a Costco membership, but you get stuff for just a little bit over dealer cost. Yeah, that's really about it. I don't know much about it. I've heard complaints about it. I've heard people that were positive about it. But yeah, really nice guys. There was a Georgia legislator there talking about the recount and how important it was.
I demand a recount.
Saw Pincus. Got to hang out with their buddy Chris Wood. It was just a really good time. Like I really enjoyed it. Bless you.
Why do you guys bless me for coughing?
Oh, I thought you sneezed, and then
it sounded like a sneeze over here.
I thought that, and then Aaron said bless you, and I was like, well, I'll be damned if he's going to bless you, and I'm not.
Also, aren't you guys both atheists?
Yeah. I mean, well, I believe in a God, just don't believe in organized religion.
Then why do you guys say that?
Because it's a social norm.
Yeah, I'll just say don't die.
It's a common courtesy.
I'll tell you this. Believe in God, don't believe in God, but every time Jeremy tries to choke me out, I pray. James A. says, you get it a little bigger than dealer cost, but by the time you pay shipping, there really isn't much difference. Yeah, I don't know. They're nice guys, and they put on a pretty awesome shoot. Dude, it was so much more organized than so much of the stuff we go to. Like, holy it was badass.
Did you notice that Savage stopped drinking? I'm really disappointed.
I know. Savage,
I only have one more beer. I've got to save it for the weekend.
Oh, God. You can't go to the store? They're all out of beer?
Dude, they're out of toilet paper and paper towels.
They still have beer, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's not like you're going to be spending your money on toilet paper and paper towels.
It's Spokane in the neighborhoods. They're probably out of the beer.
Savage, what's your product tonight?
My product tonight is, okay, so I have not been a fan of revolvers. I think they're kind of useless, and I'm sure that that's going to piss off Ryan and Chad, but so be it. Revolvers are mostly useless. Am I on? Everything got quiet all of a sudden.
Yeah, we're here.
Oh, you just muted your mic.
No.
So, Rock Island Armory, however, has a 9mm revolver, which does sound interesting to me. It's called the Rock Island Armory AL 9.0 revolver. And it looks like it would be something, I mean, like, my main problem with revolvers are the rounds. Like, they're specific to revolver rounds, like 38, and 38's only work in, revolvers, or 357 Magnum only work in 357 Magnum revolvers unless you have, one of those 1911s that shoots 357.
A Coonan.
Coonan, thank you.
I love the Coonan.
Did they go out of business yet?
No,
I don't like. I like the Coonan people, but I love the Coonan.
The Coonan people are liars.
They are. I mean, they're like Geisley, but at least they're both.
They're gonna get us a thing for review at one point.
50 times every time we see them.
Wow.
Dude, they would chase us down in the aisle and be like, "Guys, what's up, man? So glad to see you. Come by the booth. We'll like make sure that we send one out." We fell for it like 15 times.
Right. I mean, you think we would have caught on?
Dude, they knew us by name. Like,
right.
I don't get it.
We love the show, but you.
Yeah.
As soon as you guys walk out of the booth, they're like,
right.
Does James Allen, by the way, do you live in Spokane? And I just haven't met you yet, because I thought I knew everybody here, but apparently not.
Everybody.
Anyways, the Rock Island Armory AL9, again, the standard 6-shot revolver. It loads the 9mm rounds in full moon clips. Has a barrel of 4 inches, weighs a pound and a half. Rifling is 17-9 right-hand twist, which is kind of odd for a 9mm. But here's the thing that always kicks me about revolvers: they're so much more expensive than semi-auto pistols. So, like, this one is like $5.99 from Rock Island. And now Rock Island Armory they always have really good prices on all of their pistols. And with revolvers in every single company, they're always so much more expensive, and that's why I don't see them really as a solution for any kind of carry compared to a semi-auto. But the fact that it shoots 9mm cuts in its favor, so that's kind of cool. But This would be something that might sway me if it's good. I mean, they say that the trigger pull weight is somewhere around 3.5 to 6 pounds, which is not terrible for single action. Double action is around like 11 pounds plus, which is what you'd expect. But yeah, I mean, again, looks interesting. Still not sold on revolvers. Sorry, Ryan and Chad. I still think revolvers kind of suck.
Okay, dude. So first of all, I have the 38 Special Rock Island Armory revolver, and it's fucking awesome. But it only costs like $170.
But that's a totally different gun, though.
$170 for.
But it's only 38.
There's not a whole lot of difference,
dude. When you started talking about this, I was like, "Holy, this is awesome." The price is a little bit high, I think.
Yeah, it's like if it was $300. Boom. Okay, I'm sold. But $600, yikes.
Nick, what do you think?
I think it's interesting that the one that you have is a sort of copy of the Colt pattern, and this appears to be Smith & Wesson.
Yeah,
which is really interesting.
It actually fits the Smith & Wesson holsters.
Yeah, but like the cylinder release, the side plate looks like a Smith & Wesson side plate. It actually kind of resembles a like a 686 or something.
Double action trigger pull is 10 pounds, 14 ounces, by the way.
Yeah, which is normal.
Yeah. For double action, for sure. That's kind of better than normal.
I think this is cool. I'd kind of like an airweight J-frame in 9mm. I like the moon clips. I like that with 9mm you get the shorter cylinder. It's got a little bit more power than 38 Special, which is nice.
Well, it's a lot more power because I think 9mm coming out of a revolver actually has way more velocity than the 38. I mean, way more velocity than a 38 coming out of a revolver.
I mean, yeah, it'll have it is a more powerful cartridge.
Yeah.
What's that group at, by the way? How far was he from there?
This was his wife shooting.
Oh,
it says 10 yards.
What's that matter?
It says a picture of his wife there?
Yes.
I mean, you know.
She may be a less experienced shooter.
She looks very butch.
Okay, that'll do.
No, I'm sorry. That was mean.
It was. Is that another picture of her right there?
No.
Just checking.
This is the truth about guns. Dan Thurs. Dan Thurs, they're talking about your wife. I tried to make him stop, but they
I'm
wouldn't.
sorry, Dan.
Sean, you should see what Sean said in the private chat about her, though. Come on now.
My hands have been right here the whole time. I haven't typed anything. Go check me. But yeah, I think this is interesting. I think it is a little bit pricier than I would spend, but I would love to shoot this.
It depends on how nice it is.
Yeah.
Some of Rock Island stuff has come up in the last few years. Like it seems like some of their quality, they have some higher end stuff now.
A lot of it had. I mean, their 1911s have gotten way better in quality, and they've. What else have they got?
So
they've got some, CZ derivatives that are also looking kind of nice.
I love a lot of Rock Island Armory stuff.
So this might actually be like a, nice-ish gun.
Yeah.
So that might be a fair price. That's like 686 Smith & Wesson territory, right? Maybe a little less.
Yeah. I'd rather just have a 686.
Yeah, I'm wondering what the market is for this.
Call sign Alley Cat just said,
neat.
Buzz, your girlfriend woof, which isn't that Home Alone? Did you know that the picture that they show of the girl that's Buzz's girlfriend in Home Alone, it was actually not a girl. It was actually one of the filmmaker's sons, because they didn't want to put a girl and then say woof about her in the movie. So the son dressed up as a girl so that they didn't some girl's self-esteem for the rest of her life.
That's hilarious.
There's some Hollywood facts for you.
So I was watching Home Alone 3 the other day. Scarlett Johansson's in the head.
Crazy. I had no idea.
My kids are like, I know that girl from something.
Guys, I literally just thought, we're not content creators. We're not influencers.
We're content
We're not
curators.
comedians. We're not entertainers. We're none of that. You know what we are?
People.
Under the influencers.
Hey, all right.
Yeah.
I can go with that. Another T-shirt.
See, okay, you got the only person who signed up for that, Sean, is the drunk guy. So let's think about this for a second.
Excuse me. All right. Anyway.
Oh, hey, guess what? Good news.
What? Tell me.
I found my missing 1911. I'm very happy.
Dude, where'd you find it?
It was in it's a 10 millimeter 1911, so it was in my 10 millimeter ammo box.
Oh,
it
crazy!
was up his butt.
I thought you were going to be like it was.
It was in the kids' room.
It was in the kids' backpack.
Yeah.
They're homeschooled.
And they go armed every day.
Right.
Right.
I would go armed if I was homeschooled at Aaron's house.
We promote school shootings here because then we go outside and go shooting.
Right. At pipelines.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not comedians. Okay, whatever. I was so excited about the punchline, I f***ed up the delivery. Whatever. Oh, man. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, wait. I got to go find this.
Go find it.
Okay, here we are.
Faster.
What you gonna do now?
Talk about lifestyles. Oh, yeah.
Aaron, what you gonna do now?
Talk about lifestyles.
Brought
to you by Brownells.
Okay. It is brought to you by Brownells. Nick, you looked at a ton of on Brownells right before the show. Did you see anything you loved?
I sure did. There's all kinds of cool stuff over there. Do you like guns?
I love guns.
Then I bet they have something you would like.
Tell me what.
Guns?
Well, it's not at all gun related, but they had in the new section, a Magpul Ugly Christmas beanie.
Nice.
It's kind of neat.
You know, one thing they do have that is actually in stock right now, or one thing they have that's in stock right now that I love is the CMMG 22LR conversion kit.
I would like to try one of those.
I have one.
Do you?
In the storage unit somewhere.
Oh man,
dude, I know. I need to get it and bring it because
I'm gonna
I
go
love
find
that
it.
thing.
I'm gonna go find it, and then I'm gonna be like, oh, I just found this on the side of the road last night.
Oh, that would be awesome to get that and then throw your one of your cans on there.
Yeah, Savage, you
Yeah.
have one, right?
What?
A 22 conversion kit.
Oh,
Yes, I do.
I want one now.
yeah.
I like them. I like them very much. They're f***ing amazing, especially if you want to have a cheap way to sight in your rifle. So you could just shoot 22 at 25 yards and get a basic sight in, run a couple 5.56 through it after you change out for the regular bolt, and then you're pretty much on.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take I'm going to take my machine gun. I'm going to put the 22 conversion kit in it with a can, and I'm going to see if no, I think the bolt carrier is different.
My only fear, though.
Oh, they do have a full auto conversion thing for it.
Oh.
For the bolt and bolt carrier or whatever.
Tomorrow I'll be like, yeah, CMMG, it's Shawn. Shawn Heron. What? No, we like shooting. What? No. Not like we like gun. I don't know what you're talking. Hello? That's how the call's going to go, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
That's like when I call my mom. It's your son, Aaron. Aaron Krieger. Yeah.
She'd be like,
no, not that one.
New phone, who dis?
Right.
Frank? No 6mm arc barrels yet. That's unfortunate, but they do have 6mm. Nope, that's out of stock. Ammo's out of stock everywhere.
Okay, I got your Under the Influencer now, by the way. Under the Influence.
Yeah.
But it was like,
Wait,
yeah.
You didn't get the joke?
Not at first, no.
Oh, wow.
I had to see it in print when someone posted it Under the Influencer. It made sense then.
I assumed that you were with me, and I just didn't think it was that funny.
No, I mean, it's funny now.
Sunday morning.
Is it really?
Lovely Sunday morning.
Under the Influencer.
Anyway, brownells.com is the place you can go. Actually, we would love it if you go to welikeshooting.com/sponsors and then click the Brownells link, because then we get credit for it. And when you're an Under the Influencer, credit is everything.
Yeah, I put everything on credit, and then I don't pay it.
Oh, good call. Aaron, what do you want to talk about?
Coyotes.
Okay.
Coyotes.
In what way?
So I have this website. It's called nextdoor.com. It tells you what's going on in the neighborhoods or the surrounding areas, which is pretty cool. I've been seeing a ton of posts for coyotes running around the area.
So they're like people smuggling people over the border all the way up into Michigan?
Yeah, no, not anything like that. The actual four-legged coyotes, the dog, the canine version.
Dang.
Yeah, so I went and checked it out to see if you need a license to shoot them, and apparently you do not in Michigan. If they're on your property and it's like a nuisance. Now, if you could hunt them with a fur trading license for hunting, but for the most part, it's just if they're on your property, you can shoot them. And it's kind of like got me kind of excited about this.
Yeah,
like, oh, I wish a dog would.
Right, no doubt. Come kill all your chickens.
Right, exactly. Well, I don't want them to kill the chickens. So,
well, yeah, I know.
And what's really cool is apparently when you hunt when you do the fur hunting license, which is possums, raccoons, foxes, and wolves, you can use at night. You can use flashlights, which is a big deal because you can't do that when you go deer hunting.
Nice. Here in Colorado, coyotes are under the small game license, and they're considered a nuisance. So there's no seasons. You can just them up all the time.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, we have a 3-month day season and a 9-month night season.
Yeah, here it's small game. As far as I understand, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but small game license is like super cheap, lasts the entire year, and you can up as many coyotes as you want.
Yeah, and what surprises me is the size of them. They're not that big.
No. Dude, I've got a vendetta against coyotes ever since I was a little kid.
What happened?
They stole my fucking dog.
Wait, what? I've never heard the story.
Probably did more than just steal it.
Yeah. I'm sure they didn't induct it into the pack.
Are you sure?
Hey, you want to come out? It's cool.
It's probably
cool.
the leader.
Like it went along with the pack, but it was being digested at the time. Yeah, we put so I lived in right outside Cripple Creek here in Colorado, and we lived on a ranch.
Cripple Creek.
We were ranch caretakers. Don't think that we were rich enough to have a ranch. We were like literally, I think that they made like, I don't know, negative minimum wage to watch this ranch. And I had a Socks, I believe was the dog's name.
You paid negative minimum wage, so you paid rent.
Sure. Yeah. Socks was the dog's name. We put the dog outside. We heard coyotes howl, and the dog was no longer outside. So I owe them a blood debt.
It was still outside.
Yeah, it was outside. It was just
not
inside.
for very long. Then it went inside.
Yeah, they were just keeping. They were keeping it warm.
Oh, I'll take care of you.
I have actually been coyote hunting. I didn't actually get any. Nick, have you ever shot a coyote?
I have not.
Aaron, have you ever shot a coyote?
No, I have not.
Savage, have you ever shot a coyote?
Have not.
We really need to get our together and shoot a coyote.
So I wanted to, and my wife, of course, she's like, what was her? It's basically like shooting a dog. And you don't want to shoot a dog, do you? And I'm like, I don't want to shoot a normal dog. You know, I want to shoot a dog it's a bag dog. Like they deserve to be shot, in my opinion.
Yeah.
If you're
honestly, they'll go after your kids if they're small enough, and they're hungry enough.
I thought that was dingoes.
Coyotes.
They ate my baby.
So are people shooting them on the Nextdoor app that you have?
No, so far people are just like telling them where they are, and they're showing pictures. One was huge, dude. I was like, holy cow, that one has been feasting on little puppies a lot.
Maybe the picture was just taken by a midget.
Maybe. Could be all forced perspective.
It was me.
See, when I press stop, it fades out, so now I have to start it again. All right. Aaron, pick another company.
All right. I got to go up to my scroll up there to see which my choices are.
Yep.
Let's see. We've done Second Call Defense. We've done the Sonoran Desert Institute, but we have not done Black Rhino Concealment.
Savage, take it away.
Black Rhino Concealment. Holy most comfortable holsters I own. I'd have to get some out here. Here, I got one right over here.
Okay. Savage has moved away from the microphone now. Oh, there he is.
External holster right here. It says Reddit is life, hashtag WLS is life. Thank you, Gino.
That's awesome. That looks like it'll be a TCS.
Yeah, I believe this is more for my Canik SFX. Of course, I love my Canik firearms, and I love my Black Rhino Concealment holsters for those firearms.
Yep, and they'll print whatever you need, whatever you want on those, so you can get your holster custom. Nick, what's your favorite custom Black Rhino Concealment holster?
My Taylor Swift holster.
Yep, Taylor Swift with the lyrics to what? Shake It Off?
That's right.
Yeah.
Haters gonna hate.
With tropical print, very similar to this brand new We Like Shooting patch that you can get at welikeshooting.com/shop.
It's a red and white hibiscus pattern.
Hey, does anybody recognize this listener holster?
Yeah. Dude, I still don't know who posted that. It was like listener holster, and it was Savage's gun. Savage was like, "Hey, that's my gun." We're like, Savage.
I took that picture.
Savage, shut the f- up, bro. No one needs to know that. You shouldn't brag about it.
Hey,
Black.
I take good pictures.
He has now moved away from the microphone again. BlackRhinoConcealment.com. Coupon code WLS MOFO is how you save money all day, every day. Savage, first story.
First story coming along here. Well, it looks like the Biden administration is already starting to get cozy.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Savage, but Sam just said, "Sup, fellas, it's my birthday. Say hello to my wife, Natalie. She loves guns. I listen as much as I can." Aaron, why don't you take this one?
Happy birthday, Sam. And hi, Natalie.
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Aaron, what would you say to Natalie if she was there right now?
I hear you like guns. Would you like to see mine?
Oh, man.
That's a fantastic pickup line.
I mean, she likes guns. I've got plenty.
She gonna be upset when it's a snub nose?
Oh, no, it's more of a Derringer.
I mean,
I just got a text from Ryan Machad.
what'd he say?
Hold on. My phone sucks. Hold on. It says, I think the stay-at-home order should just apply to you specifically.
Okay, I think we can all get behind that. Anyway, Natalie, happy birthday.
Wait, no, it's Sam's birthday.
I don't give a
Okay. It's Sam's birthday, not
Happy birthday,
Natalie's.
Natalie.
It doesn't matter. Anyway, Savage, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
That's fine. I love these interruptions. They're fantastic. So, well, I'd love to be interrupted in this one because it's bad news because the Biden administration.
Savage is all like, I'd love to be part of an inside joke someday.
Just include me, please.
So, by the way, Sam says thanks. You're welcome, Sam.
That's cool.
You're
Okay,
welcome,
Savage, go ahead.
Natalie.
The Biden administration. The Biden administration, their transition team, seems to have been in collaboration with the ATF. And the ATF, as we've seen recently, has been hinting that they are not looking too favorably upon pistol braces, and it's looking like they are going to expand that unfavorable look even further. They're looking. I mean, they talked about the Honey Badger pistol, which is basically they said that it counts as a short-barreled rifle, even though according to the law as it is written and previous approval letters from the ATF, it is still technically a pistol. They are now ruling it as a short-barreled rifle or any other weapon. It depends because their opinion changes every 5 minutes, so who can keep track? But in addition to looking towards permanently changing the rules, even though it's not the law, of what qualifies as a pistol, they're also looking at what qualifies as a receiver. So the Biden administration wants to clamp down on 80% receivers really bad. And when it comes to concerning those unfinished frames and receivers, the current federal statute and regulations are very clear. Federal law, and this is from the NRA, ILA, defines a firearm to include any weapon, including a starter gun, which will or is designed to or may readily be converted to expel a projectile by the action of an explosive, and the frame or receiver of any such weapon in the Code of Federal Regulations. Firearm frame or receiver is further defined as a part of a firearm which provides the housing for the hammer, bolt or breech block, and firing mechanism, and which is usually threaded at its forward position to receive a barrel. So it has to have hammer, bolt, or breech lock and firing mechanism. This has gone into lawsuits in states like California and other places, specifically when it comes to the AR-15, because if you know anything about an AR-15, it has an upper receiver and a lower receiver, and the upper receiver holds the bolt and or breech block, not the firing mechanism or the hammer. The lower receiver does that. And so there's actually been a couple interesting lawsuits where people have, let's say, settled with the ATF and gotten out of prison sentences because they have argued that, and the ATF doesn't want to push that, because if they did, they'd have to actually go into Court of Appeals and maybe even up to the Supreme Courts, showing that the AR-15 doesn't actually qualify as a regular firearm because it doesn't abide by the same definition. The design doesn't abide by the same definition as is federal law. So the Biden administration is looking to tamp down on this, especially when it comes to 80% receivers. We'll kind of have to see how this plays out. Obviously, it's not going to be good in the next 4 years.
I mean, we're in the clear here, though, because according to what you just read, the projectile has to be propelled by an explosion, right?
It's propelled by gas.
But cartridges don't explode; they burn really rapidly.
Can you go back to that article and the picture of Biden? I want to make a comment about that.
It's combustion.
Yeah, hold on.
That's the
Dude, he is
So
like Howard
I'm
Dean.
looking at this picture and I'm like, Jesus Christ, he's so senile. He thinks he's eating a fucking giant submarine sandwich.
Oh man, I wish I had a giant submarine sandwich.
God, it sounds
He
delicious.
doesn't even know where he is in that picture. I mean,
The worst thing that has ever happened to anyone in the world happened to me today.
What?
So I do grocery pickup through Walmart, right?
Okay.
And I think I'm going to stop. Maybe we'll see. But I put hoagie rolls in my order, right? I was
Okay.
like, yeah, I'm going to make some f***ing delicious sandwiches.
Yeah, sub sandwich.
So I get a thing saying that they're out of the hoagie rolls, but they're giving me brat rolls instead. And I'm like, all right, bratwursts are like pretty big. I look at the picture. The picture looks like pretty much the same. I'm like, cool. So they'll be just like slightly smaller. That's fine. I'll just make like slightly smaller sandwiches. So I went and picked it up, came home, was all excited to make a delicious sandwich. They're just hot dog buns.
Yeah.
Like they're just straight up hot dog buns.
I mean,
I'm so angry. So I had to cut two of them in half, and then so I had like a hot dog bun on the bottom and one on the top.
oh no.
If you take a rolling pin and just flatten them, like, make them bigger.
But I don't want tortillas.
Right.
did you have flatbread?
Yum.
So,
And you do that with a bunch of them, and then you get the thickness you want.
so this story, by the way,
So
so
you shoot a 9mm through them, and
the heads over at the ATF are still Obama appointees. And yeah, of course, this is kind of what they've been hoping for. This affects a lot of.
what Ryan Chad? What do you want? Oh, I saw him in the chat there.
Aaron, pick another company.
I'm going to go with our favorite suppressor company, Bowers Group. So selfie time.
Yep, Nick, get ready. We're going to take the selfie. All right, that's done. Now, man, what if we have to start doing this with every advertiser?
Then you guys are going to be busy.
Yeah. Ryan Machad, I liked you better with your virtual masks. Oh, goodness. Okay, so yeah, like Savage, tell us about Bowers Group.
I hear they make. Well, I don't hear they make fantastic suppressors. I mean, I hear they make them, but you can't hear them because they're so good.
Oh, that's so punny.
I mean, that's like, they're not movie quiet. Like, nothing is movie quiet, so.
Well, it can be movie quiet. They can absolutely be movie quiet. If you have a lock breach system, like a single shot or a bolt action, and you shoot subsonic ammo, you can absolutely have movie quiet suppressors.
Okay, that's fair. But yeah, Bowers Group does make cans. They make cans in the Pacific Northwest. I was just talking to Tom the other day about something because literally he's like one of the most knowledgeable people. I think he might be the most knowledgeable person I know as far as guns and suppressors go.
I like cans.
Yeah, I actually just saw somebody had one of his 9mm cans, the Verse 9, on an Uzi.
Nice.
Dude,
That's rad.
we need an Uzi.
We need everything.
I have an Uzi. It's right there.
I know. That's awesome. You need a
We need
Verse
a
9.
minigun.
I need an Uzi that has just a plain old 10-inch barrel instead of a 16-inch on the end.
Yeah, it's tough to pick my favorite. I had a customer come pick up the Verse 375, and he was so stoked about it. And then he was like, yeah, I just got notified that I deploy in March. I was like, well, you better go shoot because you're not going to be able to soon. But yeah, he was super impressed. The Verse 375 is an awesome can. What, Aaron?
Just Savage moving around.
I know.
You guys are talking. What the am I going to do?
Mute. Well, I'm not the only one who said it at the exact same time.
We said it at the exact same time. Anyway, if you're looking for a suppressor, if you're thinking about a suppressor, and if you're not, you should be. Give Bowers Group a look. You can find them at bowersgroup.com. You can call Tom, and he will literally kind of tell you for your application what is going to be the best can. Probably going to be Bowers Group, but if he doesn't make the can for your application, he'll tell you who does. bowersgroup.com, coupon code WLS. All right, Nick.
Don't talk over the music, Shawn.
I know. I was like, yeah, here we go. Next story, Savage.
It's interesting how my segment, I talk so long that we actually have to interject sponsors in between.
Yeah, I was just, it's a palate cleanser.
Yeah, right. So next one.
It's a glass of water and a stick of celery.
FPC, SAF, and CCRKBA and Maryland Shall issue are suing the state of Maryland over their handgun carry bans. So I've talked a lot before about the conceal carry, open carry bans that have been in place in California and Hawaii. And now the same kind of issue is going on over in Maryland. So the state of Maryland's laws make it a crime for a law-abiding person to carry a loaded handgun outside of the home unless they've been issued a carry permit for a handgun. Further, the law states that the law prevents individuals from obtaining a license because of further unconstitutional requirements, such as the good and substantial reason requirement. So this may issue, if you have a good reason, then you can have a carry license, but it has to be good enough reason for the state to approve, and they just don't believe that there's any reason good enough. So therefore, nobody gets a concealed carry permit. So just like in the Bennett and Greco cases recently filed by FPC challenging New Jersey's and New York City's respective bans, Maryland's law amounts to a total ban on carry for the average law-abiding person. And consistent with other FPC and SAF cases, the plaintiffs here argue that the Supreme Court's precedents take that policy choice off the table. So I think this is really good for us at this specific point in time, because now we have a majority in the Supreme Court that are constitutional justices. And we had a big blue situation either this year or last year. It was last year when we had, 5 or 6 2A cases on the docket, and none of them got taken up by the Supreme courts just because they didn't have a clear majority opinion on the matter. Now we have that case where we have a majority of judges that are likely to rule in favor of the Second Amendment, and now a bunch of cases moving forward. I hope they move forward ASAP because we need to be able to make a final ruling on what does the Second Amendment allow. When we had Heller and McDonald, they said that an individual has the right to keep arms in their home, but it did not address where else you could have that firearm. And I think a carry law would help very much with that. And I think it would also help to just basically define that keep and bear means you have the right to own and you have the right to carry a firearm in public, because that's what the Second Amendment says. You have the right to keep and bear arms. So we need clarity. I think this is a good candidate for that case, and I hope it moves forward very quickly.
Says Adam Kraut, as the Supreme Court has already held, the enumeration of the right in our Constitution takes the policy from Maryland and their choice off the table. Maryland, like all states, must respect the fundamental individual right to keep and bear arms and allow law-abiding people to carry loaded, operable arms in public for all lawful purposes. So, yeah, I think that is good. Donate to the FPC. Go to firearmspolicy.org, and they are doing good work. Next story.
So Gallup has some interesting news coming out. So they basically track the sentiment of how people think about gun laws and gun control in the United States over time. I mean, they track a number of different political issues, but this is one of the bigger ones. And between 2016 and 2018, there was a sharp rise in the sentiment for, higher and much tighter gun control laws. However, a few things have happened since, 2018, the middle of 2019, riots, civil unrest, COVID, and a significant amount of people on both sides of the aisle have increased their purchasing of firearms and ammunition. And because of that, a lot fewer people are in support of gun control. Specifically, it looks like between 2018 and 2020, the preference for more strict gun control laws fell from 67% to 57%. That's a 10% drop in the 2 years, which is pretty incredible. And at the same time, there was a rise from about 28% to 34% of people to have gun laws kept as they are, and a rise from 4% to 9% of people who wanted to have less strict gun laws. So we are definitely seeing a big shift here in sentiment. Now, the biggest support for gun control, the biggest support for pro-gun, laws and less gun control was back in 2012, right during the Obama administration, oddly enough. And so I think maybe even during this administration, we're going to continue to see that gap close, where we're wanting to see people either keep gun control laws the way they are or increase freedom, and we're going to see a decrease in the amount of stricter gun control laws, just because so many people on the left especially have been buying up guns. As I think they've seen, like, the civil unrest is just not sitting well with most people in America.
So on this, the people that want more strict gun laws are women. So women that are Democrats, that are not gun owners, that live in the city, I guess is what I'm taking, and live on the East Coast and the West Coast.
Which is primarily where a bulk of Democrats are. I mean, you'll see them in, New York and DC and basically any place that's close to water.
Dude, that's a pretty big drop, 67 to 57, because people have realized now, or are starting to realize at a greater rate, I think, that they are responsible for themselves. And that when people are out rioting and burning down businesses and toilet paper, you can't find it, and you can't find meat in the grocery stores, that you have to be able to defend what you have.
And the reason I think this is because of the histrionics that we've been seeing out of the media. And I really do need to blame mainstream media quite a bit for a lot of not just the civil unrest, but all the crazy that we've seen lately, because they will literally take anything that goes in line with Democratic policies, and I lean Democratic, but they just take it and they go to the fucking edge extreme on everything. They will take any source out there, and it doesn't matter whether it's reputable or not. They will take it as gospel as long as it goes along with the message they want to send. And that goes along with that. And Newsweek had published an article covering mass shootings in 2020, and they were showing how mass shootings has gone up a massive 35%. And they cited as their source the Gun Violence Archives. And I've talked about Gun Violence Archives ad infinitum. They are a product of a subreddit from gunsarecool, which is basically a troll subreddit that was formed to just with gun owners. And then they decided to make a political statement and move forward and just basically make up their own definition for what counts as a mass shooting, which is basically anytime anybody anywhere is injured, 4 people or more are injured in the vicinity of where a shooting happens.
Well, yeah,
they count it as a mass shooting.
Where a victim was injured by a shooting, or a victim who was the subject of an armed robber or home invader, incidents of defensive gun use, homeowners who stop a home invasion, store clerks who stop a robbery, individuals who stop an assault or rape with a gun are also collected. Like, okay, morons.
They basically pick anything under the sun and classify it as a mass shooting. So, it's what's the phrase that they use in The Incredibles? If everything is a mass shooting, nothing is a mass shooting.
Yeah, send them all high points, please.
Yeah. And so, Newsweek, they even have to go through their story and say, well, we're using this as a source, but the source kind of sucks because the methodology is so our headline basically means nothing. I mean, it's like, come on, if you really want to write a story and you want to completely throw your source under the bus just to have the headline. I mean, what the hell's the point? So it just goes more to show that, mainstream media is just crediting itself over and over and over again. They're not the authority, people. They are not the authority on honest and true information. You have to go hunt it down for yourself. Most of the best information you can find is going to be from local sources. Don't go to mainstream media for your information.
Yeah, because Aaron, what do we always say? Media is?
Oh, we're the media.
Media is?
Us.
Media is?
We're the media.
Media is the enemy.
The enemy.
I am.
We're the media.
The media.
Yeah, we're the enemy.
I can't believe you woke me up for that.
Savage over there in the lamest mosh pit ever.
Yeah.
It's me.
That would be pretty great. Well, Jeremy's not here, but Swamp Fox Optics is. Savage, tell us about them.
I love their optics. I have one of theirs LPVOs on my rifle sitting over here in my Hackett equipment rifle burrito, and it is really impressive. It's a 1:6. And, speaking as somebody who looks through optics all the time, their optics are incredibly clear. They have the same amount of light transmission as your eye does, which, usually when you look through optics, they're usually be darker or way brighter, but it's the exact same match. So if you're looking with your normal open eye and you're looking through the scope, with both eyes open and you have it on one power, it's just like, there's no difference, so you won't have that kind of disjointed feeling when you're looking through it.
Yeah, definitely like the Swamp Fox stuff. The LVPOs, the Arrowhead is actually one of my favorite optics I've ever had. Go check them out, swampfoxoptics.com. Coupon code WLS's life will save you money. And Sam said, might get a birthday BJ after that. Thanks, fellas. Honestly, Sam, I'm gonna have to turn that down. I'm very committed to my girlfriend, and while that offer seems great, I just don't necessarily understand.
It's not even my birthday.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah. I think we're going to get one for his birthday. Yeah, Aaron, did you hear that? Sam said
sorry,
might get a birthday BJ after that, and we've all had to turn him down. It just, it's just not going to work for me at this point.
Okay.
Do you want one?
From who?
I think Natalie's offering them here.
No, I'm okay, Natalie. Thank you for the offer, though.
Yeah. We're all taken. Nick has a partner.
Mm-hmm.
So,
my partner wouldn't be happy about that.
No. But thank you for the offer. We truly appreciate it.
What does she look like first? I mean, not to sound like a or anything, but I mean, I do have standards.
Do you? Oh, Sam said he's going to get one. Wow, we really misread that comment.
Oh, wow, Sam. Way to rub it in our face. Like you're going to rub it in hers.
Jeremy's not here, but I'll read a couple of reviews for him. The best firearms podcast out there says Riptides. 4 stars.
Yeah.
Wow. You're a little...
I guess I mean, can you imagine what he thinks about the least best?
Yeah.
3 stars.
Let me read this comment. Let me see what it says. Love the show, although I must admit I prefer the double tap episodes because screw the guests. We'll see. We just turned down the birthday BJ, so I don't think we're going to do that either. I got worried that we were going to learn the crew was a bunch of bootlickers when the police brutality protest started, but Shawn's reaction to the video of people getting pepperballed on their pouch put my fears to rest. I subtracted 1 star because of how much they team up against Aaron. They should really stop and listen to him more often. Otherwise, keep up the great podcast. # Team Aaron.
Oh, wow.
I actually thought that Aaron wrote this review, so I went and double checked. Nope.
And you even burped during it. Like, that was a perfect Jeremy.
Yeah, thank you.
Wow. Thank you, Riptides.
Dude, I'm still mad about those people getting pepperballed on their pouch.
Does he does he swallow air while he speaks?
I think so. Have you ever seen him drink beer? It's the same way he breathes.
Yeah, that's true.
He just takes a ton in, and spits out the foam.
He needs to get one of those dog dishes that has the little poles in it so the dog can't get the food so fast.
Yeah. Or like a maze. We just put his chicken sandwich with extra ranch in a maze, and he has to push it through, and then he can eat it. You can leave us reviews on these are from iTunes actually, or you can leave them on Facebook, or you can leave them on iHeartRadio, but we'll never see those because I never look. Anyway, thank you for the 4-star review. We appreciate it. I'm glad that you gave the best firearms podcast out there 4 stars.
I'm going to look at what was that last one you said that you never look at?
iHeartRadio.
I'm going to see if we have any reviews there.
Yeah, and by the way, he spelled porch P-O-U-R-C-H, so I give his spelling 4 stars. Jeremy from Aaron Hater, 5 stars. 175. Sorry for my previous post. State citing Aaron may not be necessary. Not enough electric. Jesus. Now, just like Jeremy, I can't read.
I thought I was the drunk one.
Not enough electrical activity to sustain life anyway. By the way, most misspelling is due to autocorrect and rage typing on an iPhone keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
Does that also make you type 175 at the beginning of a sentence that doesn't make any sense?
Mm-hmm.
Your review, 1 star.
Aaron.
Guys,
No, it wasn't even
I'm just trying to be like Jeremy and
Why
be a
can't-
total.
Why can't people spell Aaron? It's not that hard.
It's fine. It's like they don't even care enough to try it.
It's a name that's like 4,000 years old. Come
Yeah.
on, guys.
Yeah. Let's see. Aaron isn't that bad, says Long Live King Trump, 5 stars. This is a juxtaposition that I'm not sure I can
Wow.
understand. Firstly, I'm a staunch supporter of the Constitution and the original meaning behind what was written in it in every amendment. That withstanding, I do enjoy Aaron's viewpoints and that he plays devil's advocate time and time again. Yeah, he's not. But if it weren't for that, how would you want to keep up the fight? I don't hate him at all. Keep up the good work, Aaron. I know you get more hate than you deserve. Hashtag Aaron is awesome. And again, I have
nice.
gone
Very
and
nice.
confirmed that these are actual reviews left by people. So, I think it was when Nick was like super, super sensitive about Aaron. Like it may have changed the course of how things are.
I'm super sensitive about Aaron. Okay.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Okay, so we have 0 reviews on iHeartRadio, and I'm really disappointed about that.
Okay, good. No, they're not even cherry picked. He literally copied them all. I went and double checked. But yeah, I think I give that one 3 stars. Please no jousting, says Oilfield Doc.
Ew.
5 stars. Please no jousting. I don't want to see Aaron get totally ripped wide open by Jeremy's meaty jousting pole while riding a hair bison. It would look like Bigfoot mounting an AA midget. He used AA because it's AA
Oh,
Ron.
yeah. He was making up for all the other people.
He would make AA Ron look like an exploded pastrami sandwich. Hashtag save Aaron. Hashtag Jeremy's meat pole. Hashtag Bowers Group. Hashtag we need more Tom. Hashtag WLS says life.
I don't want to have sex with Jeremy. And better yet, I don't want Jeremy to have sex with me.
Oh, man.
I don't like any of that.
011 0110010001110110011. Anyway, I'm not going to read the whole thing. Said I'm going to run these reviews through Fake Spot.
What's that?
That's pretty funny.
What's
Fake Spot. It's like a thing on Amazon that spots fake reviews.
Oh, okay.
I use it for all my orders.
Oh, that's actually a really good idea.
Yeah. I use a couple different ones. I use Fake Spot, and I also use ReviewMeta.com. Meal Team 6, strong-handed 5 stars. AA Ron is like the kid that didn't ride the full-size bus. Sometimes you can only handle him in small doses, but you still have compassion for him. Stay strong, buddy. Hashtag socks.
Socks.
Let's see. Where is that one? I'm looking for it. This is the wrong thing. We do have that audio file. I'm just trying to find it real quick. So
Is that a color code scheme that you have in front of you?
Yeah.
Sucks.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
That was so loud.
I'm noticing it actually goes on for like 4 or 5 seconds after it ends.
They're probably still talking about the socks.
Pulled them up. So, yeah, you know what? I think the really important thing is like I don't like ankle socks. Is what it all comes down to.
You wear like full socks.
Yeah, because ankle socks bother me. They just like I don't know because it feels all right. When I was a kid, I'd wear socks, and when the elastic goes, they start creeping down. You know, and then you have like a sock that comes off underneath your heel, but it was a full size sock when you first put it on.
Jesus.
So whenever I put ankle socks on, it just brings back those memories, and I just don't like it because I'm always afraid my sock is gonna fall off.
Okay, they often do. I've got 4 different kinds of socks. 2 of them fall down into my shoe. 2 of them don't. But I've got more of the kind that fall down in my shoe than the ones that don't. So the first 2 weeks after laundry is always pretty good. The weeks after that, people.
Wait, how many socks do you have?
Oh, dude, I've got I've got enough socks I could wear a different pair of socks every day for 45 days.
Oof.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Now I have my summer socks and I have winter socks.
Now I've got about a month and a half worth of socks, and I've got about a month and a half worth of underwear.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice that my wife does laundry once a week at the house, so like I always have clean stuff to put on.
Nice.
Yeah, but I always end up wearing the same clothes over and over again because they're the ones on top.
Yeah. Yeah. So I also have some underwear that I don't like and some underwear that I really like. So like the first week after laundry, I'm like super happy. My socks are up. My underwear is not too tight. And then it just the rest of the month just goes downhill from there. It's like my socks are falling off. My underwear are too tight. They're like like they're loose on one leg and tight on the other. I don't understand what's going on here, man. It's like it's a whole disaster.
So, Aaron, when you talk about wearing the longer socks, are you talking about like crew socks, or are you talking about knee socks?
Sometimes I actually do have a couple pairs of knee socks, which I actually really like, but mostly crew socks.
I have this image, and it's really unsettling.
Is it horrible?
Yeah, it's you in like the schoolgirl uniform with the short skirt and the knee-high socks.
Why would you do that to us?
Don't stop, but talk slower.
But like the Britney Spears one, where the shirt's tied up so that his gut's hanging out.
Yeah,
Just a big old hairy belly.
That's really awful, actually.
See, look, everyone agrees. Like ankle socks are the worst.
I wear them all the time. So honestly, I used to have a bunch of like crew socks, and I had a bunch of like white ankle socks. And Real Dirty Harry roasted me so hard for a whole week while we were traveling with Brownells that I literally threw away all those socks and bought all brand new black ankle socks.
Okay, so moving on to it's because you also wear like shoes that aren't. I wear boots for work all the time.
I wear tennis shoes because I'm casual.
Right, I very rarely wear tennis shoes. So I usually wear boots.
I very rarely wear boots. And the problem is now I don't have any crew socks anymore. So now I have to wear ankle socks with boots. And if you think them falling down in your tennis shoes is a bad day, imagine if they fall down in your boots.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, we both saw the same comment.
Yeah. He said, Shawn's beard is my spirit animal. And I was like, no one's ever said something so nice to me before.
Right?
Oh, no, it's not a compliment.
I think it is.
His spirit has been like hit by a truck and left out in the rain.
No, my beard is his Patronus. He's like, expecto patronum. And if my fucking beard comes out of the forest and saves the day.
His
like when people see me say,
his spirit's coming down off his 7-day crack bender.
Right. Like when people hear me say, wow, they think it's like a compliment. Oh, wow.
Mine is, that's crazy. If I say that's crazy, I'm not listening to you. It's just gotten to the point where I heard a pause in the conversation. So I was like, oh, shit, that's crazy.
Wow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nick, I got them Vato socks. So it's just an inch of skin showing between shorts and socks. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's going to do it. Savage, tell us about Patriot Patch Co.
Patriot Patch Co. has the best patches ever. I mean, next to ours, but one of my favorites I actually have right here is the Statue of Liberty, and it says De Oppresso Liber, which I guess means oppress or liberate the oppressed or something like that. But she's got some sweet nods and an AR-15, and she looks like a badass Statue of Liberty.
And those words glow in the dark, Savage.
Oh, they do?
No, they don't. Oh, yeah, they do.
Why would I lie? Like I have no like benefit for me lying about that.
Yeah, she's got nods on, so of course it glows in the dark, and that actually means from being an oppressed man to being a free one.
Okay, that's cool. And also this zombie with two Uzis saying wrapped and strapped is pretty badass.
Yeah,
too.
those are pretty awesome. And then Nick has the November Patch of the Month Club right there in front of you. It's a turkey and doorbuster sale, except they shot the door.
You know what? I totally didn't get that, but now I see that the tag says doorbuster.
I'm not going to lie. Angel explained it to me, then I got it.
It's for the shoppers and us.
Yeah, so patriotpatch.co, and the coupon code is WLS10, and it'll save you money. That is a cool one. I also do like the turkey.
I like the turkey too. I like all the turkey ones.
Yeah, me too.
Oh man, I don't. How does this work? I can't get the cellophane open.
There's a flap.
There we go.
And you rip. Yep. There you go.
I got it.
Yep. You
Come
got
on,
this.
it won't come out. Get out of there, little guy.
There it is. Boom. Turkey.
Aw, he's out.
He's got a little RPG.
RPG and an AK. He's a communist turkey.
You can tell by the red.
It's our
red in
turkey.
there.
Did you guys see that video Where the kid is pulling the stuff out of the inside of the turkey.
No.
And he pulls out the neck and he like starts gagging and stuff. And his mom's like, what's wrong? And he's like, I think it's and she's like, what's wrong? He's like, I think the turkey was a boy.
Holy that's fantastic. All right, let's start to wrap this thing up. Join a gun-related advocacy group, FPC doing good work, GOA, SAF. And we always give out the suicide prevention line. The number is 1-800-273-8255. That's 1-800-273-TALK, or you can text the number. Savage?
What
number do they text?
741-741.
Good job, man. That's awesome. I didn't think you get it. But we're here live every single week on Mondays and Wednesdays. On demand every day. Go to welikeshooting.com/show to subscribe. And as we always say, thanks for listening. Get some medical train like at Texas Gun Experience this weekend. And?
In your words and your actions?
Nope, that's the wrong one.
In your mind, I shoot straight.
Shoot straight.
Shoot straight.
Hail the Cthulhu beard. I mean, the show title's got to be Under the Influencers, right?
Yeah, I like it. Under the Influencers. That works awesome.
Yeah, me too. I love that one.
I thought the revolver stuff was pretty funny.
You know, I think Jerambe makes me go insane because even though Aaron upset me a couple times tonight, I didn't go insane.
I don't know how I could have possibly upset you.
I think we just egg each other on until one of us pops the cork.
Till a blood vessel
Jeremy.
blows behind our eye.
Yeah, something like that. It'll be crazy.
Yeah. Shawn's going to die of an aneurysm caused by me.
Revolvers or revolver would be good, but I think Under the Influencers is great. I'm going to make a t-shirt that's like, we like shooting, and then it's like Under the Influencers. And we'll wear it to events.
I feel bad for people who are under the influencers.
That's
Why?
us.
Yeah, that's us.
No, the people under us.
Oh. Wait, who's under us?
I don't want to be under an influencer.
No, we would totally smother them, and they would die.
Exactly.
See, that's what I thought you meant when you said under the influencers. So I'm like, are we not as good as influencers? Are we under them?
Yeah, I mean, that's correct.
Biblically.
Did you think that show was worth $1? Help the cast by visiting lovewls.com.